Hey everyone, I'm Danny Glenwright, President and CEO at Save the Children, and today I get to do something super exciting for World Children's Day. I am taking questions from children across Canada. So let's get right into it.
Hi, my name is Caleb. Why do you think it's important to help children in Canada and around the world?
It's a great question, Caleb. Thank you. The whole point of Save the Children and all of our work that we do is so that children everywhere, no matter where they live, have the opportunity to thrive, have the ability to have all of their rights that all children should have. Around the world, that means Save the Children is working in areas to make sure that all kids have an education, that they can be protected, and that they have the opportunities to be healthy, to eat, to have good food, clean water, and proper school, and also the opportunity to play, which is so important for children.
What's something you've learned from child advocates you work with?
Great question, Mia. And I have to say that every time I meet children and youth leaders, I learn something new from them. Recently, I met a young youth leader who recently came to Canada from Gaza, and she told her story and she shared her story, and it was so powerful. It was touching. It was very tough to hear because right now children in Gaza have been out of school for more than a year. Many of them have had to flee their homes multiple times. They've witnessed their loved ones being killed. They haven't had the opportunity to learn, to eat, to be protected, all those important things that Save the Children does in our work. But what I learned from her is no matter how tough your story is, you need to tell it, because your story should push other people to be fighting on behalf of children, to be sharing the stories for those children who can't share their own stories. At Save the Children, we want to make sure that children have the opportunity to share their stories and to speak out. But in a situation like right now, like we're seeing in Gaza, those children don't have the opportunity to share their stories. They're trapped behind a siege in the middle of a conflict. And so we need to fight for them. We need to share their stories, even if they're hard. And that's what I learned from a youth leader recently. And I'm so happy that she was able to share that story and that she was able to come to Canada and find safety. And I feel it's my responsibility now to take that challenge and to share her story with others.
I have a superpower. What will it be?
I love it. Superpower. If I could wave a magic wand or throw a cloak over something, I would do it to make sure that all children are able to be safe. I think safety for children is the most important thing, and that would be an amazing superpower to have. Everywhere that I've traveled where I see that children are unsafe or there's a risk of them struggling with safety, I would do what I could to make sure they're safe.
If you could change one big thing in the world for children, what would it be?
That's a great question. To me, the root causes of most children's issues in the world is inequality, is discrimination, it's racism, it's sexism. Those things keep children down, they keep communities down. And so if we could change one thing, it would be that, getting rid of discrimination and inequality in the world.
What's one thing you wish people knew about children who live in tough places?
Great question, Cadence. Thank you. I've spent time in many tough places, whether it's refugee camps, whether it's places where children have been affected by conflict. And the one thing that I see there in children all the time is a sense of hope still, a sense of resilience despite the most difficult circumstances. And so what I think about children in those situations is they need our support. They need adults to protect them. They need their communities to help them thrive. They deserve their rights like children everywhere. It's our responsibility to make sure that they have them. No matter where in the world children are, they have the same rights. And that hope that they have, that resilience that they have, the smiles that they have despite the most difficult circumstances, we should respond to that. These kids don't need saving. They just need their rights. And it's our responsibility to ensure that they get them.
What's the best part of your job?
The best part of my job is when we have success, when we make change, when we see that the work that we've done has had a tangible, sustainable, positive impact on a child or a community with families and children in it. And we see that all the time. And that's what we do at Save the Children. We try to make sure that everybody has a fair chance, that everybody has those basics, those essential things that they need to thrive. Thank you so much for all of these amazing questions. Talking to all of you today just reinforces for me why we do this work at Save the Children. It's so important to be able to have this dialogue, and I hope that you keep bringing your questions to us. Keep challenging us, keep asking us tough questions. It's our job to respond to them and to support children and to make sure that we're having these conversations. So thank you so much to all of you for taking part in this.